I didn't really feel I had a terrific gift for drawing, but I did like to draw. My dad was an artist. He was a commercial artist and a lettering guy. And when he grew up, he grew up during the Depression, and when he was in high school, he actually did lettering on buildings and big signs and banners. He taught himself how to do that, and he was like an old-time lettering guy. He could sit down and do beautiful script and just had a sense of scale and proportion. I went to Washington University and studied architecture and graphics. At the time, there was no real graphic design group there, so it was really a fine arts discipline. So I had exposure to all kinds of people. There was an event, and Ivan Chimaev came to St. Louis to speak. So and I went to the presentation, and I took my portfolio, and when he was finished, I went up and I said, "Will you look at my portfolio for me?" And he did. And he looked at it, and he said, I like that, and that's not so good, and that needs some work, but this is great. And he helped me form a portfolio. I actually had a job when I graduated. Obata Studios hired me. St. Louis was a very active town. It was very aggressive. The agencies were very strong. Gardner and Darcy, everybody knows those great names. A lot of corporate headquarters in St. Louis, generating work. So it was a great town to work. One of the very first projects that I was fortunate to work on was the fundraising materials when Powell Hall was being built. So I'm not sure who the ultimate client was on that, but I got to do that material. So it was just a great first project, or early project. And then we moved into a lot of corporate identity. So I was able to work on Emerson Electric's corporate identity. We did a lot of Bush work, Anheuser-Busch work, things of that nature. I was there probably about not quite 2 years. And then I got recruited to go over to HOK. Chip Ray recruited me to go to HOK and work with him, which was a gift. I mean, that was an incredible gift for me. We did a lot of work for clients that were using their architectural services. The satellite campus for the University of Wisconsin. And we got involved in the logo for the University of Wisconsin Parkside. And then it turned into a huge number of projects, all the way from materials that would tell kids about the programs, a catalog. It was an opportunity to just look at all sorts of ways of solving different kinds of problems, from furniture to spaces to color to graphics to environmental graphics. It was just a great opportunity. And we actually had a separate office that we created. We were in the Syndicate Trust building at the time, right across from the old post office. And I remember working in the middle of the night, and we would project images on the old post office in the middle of the night, just for fun, So it was a great group. I always wanted to have the freedom to do projects that I could see a turnaround quickly, or relatively quickly, compared with architectural projects which take literally years to come to be, if they ever do. So my very first office was in the Central West End at the corner of Euclid in Maryland. Then I bought the buildings on West Pine. I bought a building on West Pine in 1977, I think. The architecture part of my training really helped me, I think, and helped our company because we could move across disciplines. So we can move from the printed page to packaging and to three-dimensional design. We did a lot of exhibition design, and we designed a lot of spaces. So it was just a great background and great training. Steve Harrison had been with us with the firm, and Steve's an incredible designer. I mean, he's got a great mind and a great sensitivity. And I was looking to build a succession plan. I was fortunate in that two of my sons came to work in the business, one in marketing, one in design, so different disciplines. That the Falk Harrison is now John Falk, Matt Falk, and Steve Harrison. It's been an amazing gift to have people to work with, work in this company and other places where I was able to learn and hopefully do some teaching, but to really have that experience of solving problems together, because it's just what fun, what fun.